Not many people can say that they found their life's work when they were only 5 years old. Roy Ayers, however, was one man that could make that claim. Ayers passed away on March 4, 2025 at the age of 84. With his passing, the music world lost an artist whose works inspired others so much that they constantly sampled his music. Additionally, he's credited with influencing Neo Soul music and artists like Mary J. Blige and Eric Benet. Ayers was born on September 10, 1940 in Los Angeles. His father, Roy Sr., was a piano instructor, which allowed young Roy to grow up around music. As a result, he was already playing the piano when he was only 5. Around that same time, as if fate was pointing him in the direction his life should take, Roy's parents took him to see a big band concert featuring Lionel Hampton. During his shows, Hampton often walked down the aisles and thanked people for coming to see him perform. When he did it this time, he was drawn to how happy little Roy appeared to be as he watched the show. As a result, Hampton gave him a pair of vibraphone mallets. The rest is history. While Ayers would learn to play other instruments, he eventually came back to the vibes, as the vibraphone was nicknamed. Roy would get his first recording contract with United Artists and release his debut album, West Coast Vibes. The album was well received by the jazz community. Roy's sound became known to other musicians, who began to seek him out to work on their projects. This would lead to a collaboration with jazz flutist Herbie Mann. The two toured together and recorded several albums that did well both critically and commercially. In 1970, Roy began working with Polydor Records. It was there where Ayers crafted his style that incorporated elements of R&B, funk, jazz, and Latin music. In the United States, people were calling this style of music fusion. In Europe, it was known as jazz funk. With his group Ubiquity, Ayers created songs that would become his most popular releases, as they received airplay on R&B stations across the country. Songs like Everybody Loves the Sunshine, Mystic Voyage, Red, Black, and Green, and Running Away helped make Ayers a star. Even if you aren't familiar with the titles of these songs, if you heard them, you'd without a doubt recognize them. Additionally, Ayers recorded the soundtrack to the blaxploitation movie Coffee that starred Pam Grier. Along with working for other labels like BMG and CBS, Ayers also formed his own record label, Uno Melodic. He collaborated with popular artists like Guru from Gang Starr, Erykah Badu, Stanley Clarke, Rick James, and Betty Wright. In the 1990s and 2000s, Ayers was a constant presence overseas, as he was always touring in Europe. He also made numerous appearances at jazz festivals everywhere. The next time you hear music from Mary J. Blige, Dr. Dre, or Pharrell, or another of countless artists that have sampled Roy's music, think about the man who's been called the Godfather of Neo Soul. Rest in peace, Roy.